Back on the Sportsmax zone, 14th place Celta Vigo hosted 9th place Espanyol to start round 18 in the Liga earlier on Friday. The match ended 3-1 in favour of Celta Vigo, and these are the remaining fixtures in round 18 of La Liga, coming up Saturday through Sunday. Rayo Vallecano at home to Alaves, Real Sociedad at home to Villarreal, Elche travelling to Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, the defending champions, will be in Sevilla, Granada at home to Mallorca, Athletic Bilbao, they host Real Betis, Getafe host Osasuna, Cadiz travelling to Real Madrid, the current leaders, and Levante are at home to Valencia. And these are the matchups that you can see live on your home of champions. Let's get those on the screen now for fans who want to watch La Liga over the weekend. Rayo Vallecano, Deportivo Alaves, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock Eastern Caribbean time on Sportsmax 2, and Barcelona Elche on Sportsmax 2 as well, 12:30, that's 1:30 Eastern Caribbean time. The late game, Sevilla will be in action there against Real Madrid. Then we have Granada, this is Sunday now, against Mallorca at 8 o'clock, 9 Eastern Caribbean time. Athletic Bilbao, 10:15, 11:15 Eastern Caribbean time against Real Betis, and the Getafe Osasuna match is early afternoon, 12:30, 1:30 Eastern Caribbean time. Leighton, the big matchup in Spain this weekend for sure. Second place Sevilla tackling defending champions Atletico Madrid, who lie fourth in the table at the moment. I would suggest Sevilla are favourites based on current form, but Diego Simeone's team, they have a way of pulling out results when they need.
Yeah, they do. But the thing is, when you look at the matchup between these two teams, the last 5 encounters, 3 of them ended up in draws. Atletico beat Sevilla in January, 2-0, and of course, Sevilla beat Atletico in April, 1-0.
Yes. Going
into this match, both teams have injury issues, of course. Griezmann is out, but the Sevilla, sorry, I had a brain freezer for a minute, have some returning players who could be game changers for them.
Yeah.
So, looking at it, right now it looks like a draw, but I'm thinking because of form, because Sevilla has won 4 of their last 5 games, Atletico lost 3 of their last 5, you'd have to think that because of confidence and form, you'd lean towards Sevilla, maybe another close victory like a 1-0 or something like that. Because Atletico, when you saw them last week against Real Madrid, they've lost something.
Yeah, something
I don't know
is
what
missing.
it is.
Something
they're not
is missing.
the tight team that they used to be, because that team was built in Simeone's image. And that's not the kind of player Simeone was. So I don't know what it is, if it's just a form thing or it's a confidence thing, because they weren't particularly impressive in the Champions League either. So, maybe there's something that needs to be fixed. But
yeah, well, they've given up 18 goals already, which is
very unlikely.
Yeah, all of the other top 6 teams in La Liga at the moment have given up fewer goals, which is. There's something uncharacteristic about that.
Completely.
With regard to Atletico Madrid. The fact is, too, that Sevilla are at the moment the closest team to Real Madrid, who are 8-point leaders at the moment. So Sevilla need a win to keep the Liga race alive.
Yeah, they do have a game in hand, though. So but the thing is that they are the form team right now of the two.
Okay, English football. The Premier League's already congested holiday fixture will need some tweaking after some changes had to be made. There were postponements due to the rising number of COVID-19 infections at several clubs. Reports are that a number of clubs are even pushing for a shutdown onto the new year, given the alarming rise in new cases and real serious problems there for the English Premier League. The Omicron variant causing huge problems in England, and we understand that there's a meeting among the English Premier League teams within the next few days to decide where they go.
Yeah, I think, look, there's a proposal on the table about suspending the league for about 2 weeks, which I think would give those players infected an opportunity to recover from the virus and then continue playing. Yeah. That, for me, looks like the most logical thing. Because if they continue playing, chances are there's going to be a lot more players infected with COVID-19, and then they might have to shut down for much longer. So I think, for the benefit of the league and the benefit of all parties involved, I think it's fair. Like, it's a 2-week cycle for the virus. Shut it down for 2 weeks. Start back in January. The only problem is that because of the World Cup next year, everything else will be compressed from January going forward. So there might be a challenge in how they resume next year to fit all of those cancelled games into a schedule.
Yeah, so not a lot of wiggle room for them.
And of course, AFCON comes up as well in March.
Yeah. So only
January, sorry, not March.
Only about 5 of the fixtures are scheduled to go off over the long weekend. So let's see what happens there. And as we say, we await the decision, read the EPL, regarding what happens with the schedule of matches and the matches that are postponed. Because as we said, it's going to be pretty congested. And there are varying views in England about how this should be treated. I hear that we don't have the class moments today, do we?
Unfortunate.
No class moments today because of technical issues. But Liverpool have a match this weekend, don't they?
Yeah, there's the game against Tottenham on Sunday. That should be quite interesting because they've had, 3 weeks off. They had a couple of games postponed. Yeah. So Conte would have had an opportunity to work with this team. Those of them who are healthy, by the way. And then it will be interesting to see how they show up against Liverpool because we know Conte's style. He's a defense first coach. And he did say a few weeks ago that, Spurs do lack some quality in terms of the talent that's available. So let's see what he's able to work with. Liverpool has kind of gone off the ball a little bit because that game against Newcastle yesterday, they were like in second gear. So I don't know, maybe it's just an off day because they could have scored a lot more.
Yeah, but you got 3 goals.
Yeah, but
you Liverpool people, Leighton, have become very haughty. Very, very haughty. You're among the most prolific scorers in the English Premier League at the moment, and here you are not satisfied with the production of the team.
It's not the goals, it's the play. Like when you look at, for example, the goal that Thiago gave to Chelsea yesterday. Those kind of mistakes.
Yeah, that looks sloppy.
It's very sloppy.
Yeah, that looks
and
sloppy.
There's another opportunity again where they got away and almost scored because of another mistake. So there were too many mistakes in the game. It wasn't the usual clean Liverpool game where the passing was crisp and the tempo was high. It almost as if they were nervous playing against Newcastle. And what we saw were individual moments of brilliance, like that shot we're looking at on screen with Trent Alexander-Arnold, that screamer from about 30 yards that eventually sealed the victory for Liverpool. I'm sure Klopp wouldn't be happy about how they played yesterday. He was probably satisfied about the win, but not in how the win was achieved. So I think he's probably looking for a much better performance on Sunday against Spurs.
Yeah, so the matches that are actually scheduled and not postponed for the weekend, we have Aston Villa, Burnley, there's Leeds, Arsenal playing as well, Newcastle, Manchester City, Wolves are up against Chelsea, and that Tottenham, Liverpool game. So pretty much just half of the schedule will be played because of the COVID-19 crisis affecting so many teams.
It's going to be interesting, because had it not been for that erroneous call from the referee Moss last week, Wolves could have come out with a draw from Manchester City. Yeah. Chelsea is very vulnerable right now, confidence-wise and tactically. So I think it's going to be an interesting game to see how that plays out.
Okay, well that wraps up our show for today and for the week. Leighton, thanks for slotting in a couple of the days while Mariah is out and George was out for a few days as well.
Always my pleasure.
Look forward to seeing us again on Monday. See you then.
Bye.